Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right. Jamal Charlo wins in unanimous decision over Sergey Dervi and Chanko. I had it 9 rounds to 3 for Jamal Charlo. Even though Showtime had it a little bit closer for my taste, but at the end of the day, they got to sell these fights. They got to make these fights sometimes look more competitive than what they really is. At the end of the day, this is one of these fights where you look at what fighter is initiating this game plan better. And it comes down to making adjustments or who has to make adjustments. Really, Jamal Charlo fought his fight. And I'm going to tell you right now, Jamal Charlo boxed pretty good in this fight. At the end of the day, he didn't get a knockdown or a knockout, but he busted Sergey Derevyanchenko up. Sergey Derevyanchenko had his moments at times, but Jamal just wouldn't give him enough angles to where, he can initiate his combinations. At times, he would land his combinations, and he would land some nice shots upstairs to the body. But Jamal's jab was the difference, using the jab as a measuring stick to get on the inside. He would land his signature uppercut at times, and he would go over the top with a lead left, and then he would go to the body. And Jamal would let loose a couple of 1-2s throughout the fight, which to me was securing him the rounds. And as you can see, Jamal's punches was doing more damage. That's basically what it comes down to. Like I said, Sergey Derevyanchenko had his moments, but to me, he just wasn't doing enough in the rounds to secure these rounds. I'm sorry. Every time it looked like Sergey Derevyanchenko had a round under control and it looked like he was about to possibly win the round, Jamal would rally. He would land some big shots. He staggered. He buckled Derevyanchenko a couple of times. And I think that's what was winning him the fight. So at the end of the day, no robbery, not even close to being a robbery. One of the judges had it 9 rounds to 2 for Charlo. Look, you would be generous if you would be kind of generous if you had it 8 rounds to 4 in favor of Charlo. I really could only give Derevyanchenko maybe 3 rounds. And I'm being kind of nice. But he had his moments, but I'm sorry, Charlo did the most damage. He did the most work. And it was clearly who was the better boxer. Who stood out landing their shots versus the other. So, it is what it is. Now, I will talk about Jamal Charlo later on versus, other people. Versus Canelo, Demetrius Andrade, and Triple G. I'll break, those possible fights down if they ever happen. But, yeah, I had Jamal clearly winning the fight. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.